project that we're assembled here is called London Streets and Skies. It's a collaboration between ourselves and Rob McKillop, a filmmaker from London. It captures really, I think, a moment in time about what London is there at the moment. It brings together a short film from Rob McKillop, which describes Renzo Piano's Shard, the newly completed 72-storey office building, but captured from a number of distant views, and at the same time brings together 10 drawings by Fiona Scott, my business partner, which Fiona and I researched as a part of a journey from the base of the Shard in Borough and down to Tooting, which is down on one continuous linear high road. I think what these two pieces do are really capture a lot of what is the makeup of London today. I guess the Shard is really just a representation of one type of understanding the way in which London is planned through a sort of, the fact that it's been 15 years in the making, as it were, and it's been through a number of political decisions and economic decisions that have gone towards the formation of this building, whereas a counterpoint being the fact that a lot of the urban blocks in London are things where there's no architectural design involved, and they evolve in an ad hoc manner, but there is a certain, and it's not just, it's not like they're all beautiful, there's sort of very ugly buildings as part of that, there's very difficult juxtapositions, but it's nonetheless part of what makes London such an interesting place. I think the common ground as represented in these drawings is really that the shared space of the high street, the place which is truly common ground, as it's got multiple ownerships, contested space, a place where conflict can happen. By conflict we mean collisions of people and juxtapositions of views, opinions, and a sort of struggle which makes this common ground a very vital place and of a shared ownership. Oh gosh, the kind of changes that are going on in London, the Shard is just one piece. I guess the Shard is sort of symbolic in terms of the fact that it's happened in a place outside, it's not part of Canary Wharf or part of the city, so it's so very extremely visible from miles and miles around. I guess, other changes would be Olympics, especially where we are in East London, because we're based in East London, that's had a big effect. But I think more to actually, most of the changes that have really affected Londoners are the kind of changes which are happening in outer London, along high streets, in urban blocks, where there's just an evolution and a gradual change and it's not so much, it's not about sort of large, high-profile architectural projects as such, but it's more sort of potentially new high street buildings occurring or closing down. How can we enrich and encourage and nurture these parts of London which are very much not under the microscope of, we see these as such an important part for London in terms of about 2/3 of Londoners live near these high streets, over 60% work on high streets like this, and how can that be recognised and encouraged and kept, these very important parts of London.